We're gonna take a couple of minutes and let people get
to join us.
joined.
Unfortunately, Miles will not be joining us today because y'all know he be busy working and all. But hopefully he'll chime in. Tonight's topic was his idea, so maybe he can give us some feedback.
Yeah.
Oh, what's with the light? We ain't got enough light on here.
So, how was your weekend?
My weekend. What did I do this weekend? I know I always start asking you that and you be having to think, and now I'm on the spot. I see what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
My weekend, what did I do this weekend? What was this weekend? I did a photo shoot. Oh, that's right. I did a photo shoot for 2 high school seniors and no, 3 high school seniors I did a photo shoot for and one a family shoot. So I was working this weekend. Got my braids taken down, as you can see. That took a couple of hours.
Girl, I hate taking my hair out.
Yeah, I didn't say I took my hair down. I said I got my hair taken down. Yeah, I love the braids. I love the fact that you can go a long time without having to worry about how you're going to do your hair. But it was time for it to come down.
Yeah. This weekend, I believe, I went and got on the motorized bikes in Galveston
Okay.
and went and rode.
How long did you ride it for? Because I know like 5 minutes and my legs is noodles.
No, but they motorized. So you
don't have to paddle?
No, you can. The ones that we have, you can pedal. You can choose to pedal, or you don't. But it was fun. It was really fun.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, I don't. Wow. 1 second. Sorry, guys.
So while we wait on Missy Nay Divine and we wait on our viewers to join us, let me tell y'all about my mama. I made a little Snapchat about her today because she was being real shady in the nicest way. So as I just mentioned, I got my hair taken down, my braids taken out, and I didn't plan on doing anything with my hair. Just put some little detangler on there, comb it out, and here we go. So I was feeling myself, thinking that I was all cute and jazzy, and I was like, oh, when I look at myself and I see my hair like this, it reminds me of the one actress that was on one of our childhood TV shows. And I was trying to get her to guess who it was. So I was saying On a Different World. Yeah, that wasn't a good enough hint for her because she told me, who, Shirley? And I'm like, Shirley, who? You talking about from What's Happening? That was an afro. I'm like, these are curls. These are curls. It's not an afro. But now, even though she was being less shady with her comment, she was trying to clean it up or whatever. I'm tempted to get a brush and brush out my hair to see how big it gets. Yes, that's better. That's better.
I'm sorry, guys.
Missy Nay got us some lights, so now y'all can see my afro, as my mom calls it.
Yeah. So this weekend, I'm taking the kids to. We're going to the Woodlands to the aquatic. They have an aquatic park or something with a pool. So something out there real nice and
aquatic. I haven't heard of that. Oh, girl, that light got me looking all melanated and cute. Hey, Facebook. Hey, YouTube. Y'all see what they did? She gave me some that splat.
Oh my God, I haven't heard that. My children used to say that it should drive me nuts.
So y'all going to the Woodlands to
take them swimming, really?
I was just saying I wanted to go swimming because Friday I got my hair taken down. I've been trying to get to the pool ever since and I have not made it. And I'm going swimming. I'm going swimming before I don't know. I want to go swimming by this weekend at least.
Yeah, we're gonna go this weekend.
Do you know how to swim?
I know how to swim. I'm out the hood.
Okay.
My daddy made sure he threw you in the pool and watch you for a little bit.
So you was gonna figure it out sooner or later.
You're gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah, I could swim good enough to save my life, but like I don't swim in salt water. Like I can't get that salt in my eyes or in my mouth. I don't fool around. I have to have a life jacket on if I'm in the ocean. But like in a swimming pool, I'm good. I don't even go all the way. I'll go to the deep end, make sure I have enough breath to make it to the rail, but I don't play around. Like I don't do all that floating. Swimming is a lot of exercise and
But I'm gonna tell you what I can't do. And maybe if some people say I can't swim if I can't do this, but let me tell you what I can't do. I cannot. It's like my body just rejects it. I cannot swim at the bottom of the pool.
like you can't go down. You
I
keep
cannot.
You know why? Who want to tell her why she keep floating to the top? Why she can't go to the bottom of the pool? You want me to tell you why?
My ass to be
That booty. It's that booty. It's floating. You can't go down. You won't sink. That's a good thing.
I just ain't been able to get down there. I'll just be like, man, what is going on?
Have you tried like just a hard foot first dive? And I don't know how people do it. I don't know.
I can float.
Not
very
float,
well.
but to like sink.
I don't know. I can't get down there. Like I can put my feet can touch the bottom of the pool, but like as
You
far
can't
as
stay there.
me getting down now, like me being able to touch the bottom of the pool, I can't. Like
Have you ever done like a headstand? Like when we were younger, you could be upside down and have your feet in the air.
I tried that and I always tilt.
Okay.
So,
well,
yeah,
I
got
know.
some gravity issues over here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even really want to go swimming. I just want to do like maybe from one end to the other end and then just float and just maybe do like videos and take pictures of myself in the pool the rest of the time. Like I just want to hang out in the pool. Not really.
No swimming.
No, because every time when I actually swim, when I get out the pool, I'm like super tired and I'm just drained because it just seems like it takes so much to stay afloat. So I don't really want to swim. I just want to go to the swimming pool and float and I don't know, like just lay back in the pool like this and just float. Let the water go in my scalp. And
I remember when we went to Miami, there was like 4 different, there was 4 pools at the hotel where we were at. So like you can literally walk around and choose what pool. They had big pools, small pools, and medium-sized pool with the bar, just all kinds of
that's
stuff.
the pool I'm gonna be in.
Yeah. And I used to get up at 8:00 in the morning while we on vacation just to go to the pool and just.
So when nobody in there.
I mean, girl, it was still people in there.
At 8:00 in the morning?
Yes, girl, you have to go out there and be trying to hurry up and find your seats and everything.
Yeah, that's probably what everybody going there for.
But anyway.
All right. So who we have? We have Robert, our favorite viewer, who's always so boisterous. And we appreciate you so much. He talking about me already talking noise on here. He talking about auntie out of shape. Yes, I have never said that I was in shape. I am out of shape. That's why I be about to fall asleep after I go swimming. But thank you, Robert, for joining us. You know, tonight's topic, we're talking about budget, staying in your means, and if we can give advice, or if anybody wants to give us advice to give or to share with everybody else how to stay within your means and within your budget. But before we get into our topic, we have some hot topics, or at least we have one hot topic that's trending right now, and that would be the shooting. Have y'all seen, or are you guys familiar with the shooting that happened with a young Caucasian? Wasn't he a Caucasian boy who had the gun and went and shot all those innocent Black people? Now, I haven't really been keeping up with it, but I've been kind of like hearing things here and there. I'm hearing that it was a hate crime.
It was definitely a hate crime. I mean, the dude drove from like a very far distance just to go to that particular predominantly Black supermarket to do what he did. And not even that, he was there the day before. And I posted in the group, I think the bad part about it is because the boy was still in school.
Yeah, he was like 17 or 18, huh?
The school had already made these people aware that, you know, he was already on that road. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they did anything about it. But I think what bothers me more than anything else, I see time and time again that these people that are not our kind tend to walk away from these situations untouched.
Oh yeah, I heard that he was in armor, and he had the opportunity to take off his armor. Nothing happened to him.
Yeah, he basically put the gun down and on his own. But I'm saying, like, if they would have walked into a situation where it was one of our people, it wouldn't have been none of that. Even you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's sad.
I wonder why is it in this world that we live in today, is it still that way? Like people want to say that there is no racism, black people should get over it. They don't see color or they don't see the racial profiling, but maybe it's because they are not black and that's why they don't see it. They turn a blind eye to it. But it's so obvious that if he was a black person doing that to a white community, he would not be alive today.
No, not at all.
I was talking to somebody, one of my coworkers today actually, and we was talking about the show and everything, and we did bring up this and we brought up racism, and she wanted to know, like, how do you talk to your kids about racism? And it's funny because different cultures have different conversations. And for me, I feel like I have a son that's a black son who's, well, now he done slimmed down a lot, but growing up, he was a lot bigger than people his age. So my fear was when he go out into the world, they don't see a little boy, because he was a little boy, maybe in the 8th grade, looking like he was 18 years old. They're going to see a man, and I had to like make him be more mature than what he was supposed to be at his age just because he looked a certain way. And it's like my conversation with him about racism, especially now since he's driving, if you get pulled over by the police, you need to keep your hands on the steering wheel. Don't make no certain sudden moves. Don't talk back. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Because they're not going to see my son. They're going to see a black man that's big and that's a threat. Mm-hmm. And to me, that's teaching him about racism.
I'm not a racist person. Okay. I don't know if, some of y'all don't know, may or may not know. I have a son that's white. He's 6'2", and
you have a son that's white?
Technically, yeah.
I didn't know that.
But
you down with the swirl?
Shut up.
Y'all, Missy Native Bun is down with the swirl.
So I don't, I've watched. I mean, he's a great person, And when him and my daughter go out, like they've experienced, some racism, before when him and my daughter has went out, and it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like people are who they are, and a lot of times I ignore a lot of people because people just are, people just are who they are, and it's nothing that you can do about somebody's way of thinking, mm-hmm. And I think me worried about other people is one thing, mm-hmm. but these people out here, they're supposed to serve and protect. Mm-hmm. That's where my problem comes in at, because they're more threatened by us, and which makes everything worse. Like they're more threatened by us than these racist people mm-hmm. are of us. Mm-hmm. And it makes no sense.
Yeah. My mom says, I don't know, some reason she has an issue with Black Lives Matter. Like she's one of those people that feel like black people, treat each other bad. And I get that. I understand. And I understand like the era that she came from and everything. But I think as a culture, it's just, yes, everybody do things to each other, but it's just worse when it feels like you're targeted just because you're black. Like when a black person kill another black person, they're not killing them because they're black. They're not killing them because of their race or anything like that. They doing it for whatever reason they're doing it for, but it's not racial. But 9 times out of 10, when you have a white officer and a black male or a black person, and especially if that black person is mouthy to the police officer, they already threatened because you're black. Don't be a black man that's tall and thick, and definitely don't be dark skinned. Mm-hmm. You're definitely seen as a threat. They don't think like, what if they don't consider, it's kind of like that movie that came out. I can't remember the name of it. This Is Us or something like that, I think it was, where the little boy, he was a good kid. He didn't get in no trouble. He picked the girl up from the party that they were at because it was a shooting, and they was driving, and he got pulled over. Obviously, nobody had the conversation with him because I think he was like from a single parent home.
Mhm.
But the little girl that was in the car from him with him, she had both of her parents, and her dad was a black man, and he used to tell her all the time, if you get pulled over, don't move, don't talk back. It's a talk that you have to have with your kids, and I don't think that white people have to have that same talk. Hispanic people, I believe they have to have that talk with their kids. If you brown and if you black, you definitely have to have a different type of conversation about dealing with the authorities or dealing with the Caucasian race. And I'm not racist. I have no issues with any race at all. But the fact remains is it's just history. It's history. It's taught. It's still there and it hasn't gone away.
I don't answer to a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's I I have a mouth. I challenge people on stuff like that. So I'm a nigga. So tell me how I'm a nigga. How do you know? Like, what does my genetics say, or is it just the tone of my skin that makes you think that I'm a nigga? Like, explain this to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't know who I am. You don't know where I come from. You don't know who my ancestors are or where they come from. Because at the end of the day, all you know is my skin tone and the way it is right now. But you don't even know how I got the skin tone. Because I can show you pictures where I was about 4 shades lighter a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? So you can't come to me and tell me because my skin tone is the way it is, I'm a particular race.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I show you my DNA report, it says some stuff that you would be amazed about.
Mm-hmm.
So those are some of the things that I'm so extremely proud of where I come from, my heritage and whatnot. But I just feel like that's my challenge. Like I get out there and who said I'm that?
Mm-hmm.
Like
you never know.
You don't know who I am or where I come from. You don't know nothing about me. So how can you judge me?
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, truth be told, how many of y'all white people African American?
Mm-hmm. And don't know it's gonna be sick to their stomach when they find out.
Yup.
Yeah, it's sad. I mean, to me, it's just sickening, and it's really sad that people have to lose their life, and it makes it kind of hard for you to want to just go out and be free. Like, you have to be on guard. You have to look around. Like, now I feel like when I go to the grocery store, I need to take my gun in the store with me. I have a license to carry it.
Mine stay with me.
I never take it in the store with me. And now I feel like I should take it in with me. I should look into getting new holsters or something,
I just don't take it to the courthouse. That's the only place
I'm gonna need you not to. Because don't they have metal detectors?
Yeah, that's the only place I don't take it. Just for that reason. Other than that, I got it. Yeah. I have to make sure that I'm protected and that I'm protecting my family. So I'm always ready.
I feel you. Yeah, that's a very sad hot topic, but it's what's going on in our world. It's what's happening around us, and we have to be aware. We have to be very cautious. So when you're walking around, okay, so let me say it like this. I used to work at the prison many years ago. And when I applied for the job, part of the test where they would give us a paper, and on the paper it had pictures of different inmates, and you had to study it. And on the picture, it would tell you the person's name, what they went to prison for, what their job is in prison, and it might have said like how long they were in prison. Okay. So you have to study that. So then when it's time to take the test, it have like these random questions on there. And then it will show you the person, the prisoner, and it will tell you like, this person did this, why are they in here? So what it was trying to teach you is you have to look for identifying marks. Like when the police, when you call in somebody missing or you call in a report and say that somebody did something wrong, how well are you able to describe them? So when you're out and about, and it's sad that it's come to this, but when you're out and about, like going to a freaking grocery store and people are walking around you, you need to be taking these mental notes. Have a photographic memory, because what if that person go to the next aisle and start shooting somebody and you see them run out? Did you pay attention to what they had on and what they looked like?
I used to be great at that. Like I used to be, but I've developed such a really bad habit of not caring. You know what I'm saying? Like that is just,
you're gonna have to care.
Yeah, I have to. I don't pay attention to a lot, but even in our group, I think one thing that I said I was going to start doing was going in and going, I'm not a nosy person, but going through some of the profiles
to see
of
who
some
our
of the
members
people.
are.
I had last week, I met Terry Lewis at a gas station.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, your face look familiar. And I said, oh yeah? And he said, don't you have a talk show? And I said, yeah. And he's in a group. So
that's amazing.
Hi, Terry.
Hey, Terry.
I had another lady like a couple of months ago, same thing, we were in the grocery store. I don't remember who it was. But same thing. Don't you got a show tonight? And I was like, yay.
That's so dope. I like that. Now I wonder what it's gonna be like if we run into Robert in the streets, because he talks so much trash all the time. Are you gonna be polite, Robert, if you see us out and about? Because he just said that we got to keep the banger on us at all times. So I know he's gonna be polite because he know we're gonna be strapped.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, so did you have any other hot topics, or did you hear about anything else that you want to discuss before we jump into our topic tonight?
No, let's get to it.
All right. So staying within your means. So I think that maybe some people have different understandings or different definitions or outlooks on what it means when somebody's saying stand within your means. So for example, like let's say you have some people, they get paid and they want to go out to the club, they want to buy bottles and they want to sip champagne and they want to do this and do that, but your bills are not paid. You rather work your job, and then when you get paid, you're like, okay, well, I know I had these bills to pay, but I want to go out.
I've seen some people that I know some people that would do stuff like, oh, I just planned a trip. Oh, I just went on a vacation. Oh, I just paid for a cruise. But you got payday loans out to do this type of stuff.
That's not staying within your means. So, right there.
Like that type of stuff, look, I'm one of those type of people that I really don't like to move a certain way unless I have so much money in my bank account.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm also one of those people that, like, if I just go spend something randomly, like buy something randomly, I just went to the mall and I just spent $100 on something, I'm supposed to figure out how to put that $100 right back in my bank account, like now. Yes. Not because I feel like I'm losing something. It's because of the fact I feel like I just wasted, you know what I'm saying, like money on something, and that's I got to get it back.
I just told my dude, I can't call him my boyfriend because my friend told me that I'm too old to say my boyfriend. She told me that I need to say my old man. So I just had a conversation with my old man the other day, and it was something that I had did, and he felt like, I was spending money. And I was like, I'm going to make that money right back. You have to have multiple streams of income. And as we know, like me and you, we hustlers, we providers, we work and we hustle and we make our money. So it's like, I do spend a lot of money because I like to do a lot of things, but I work 7 days a week most of the time. Mm-hmm. And I'm working because I'm making up for this extra spending. So no, I'm not living out of my means, because when you hear me saying I'm broke, that's because like I probably done paid all my bills and I'm looking at my bank account and I'm like, do I really need to do this? Or can I wait?
Yeah.
Right. Because let me go on and make this other money. Let me go on and hustle this up. And then, I can move like that. If I don't have enough money to book my flight or book my trip, book my cruise, book the hotel, and make sure I have money for gas, Uber, whatever, to do excursions and stuff like that, it can wait. Yeah. Because I'm not going to take out a loan and then I'm out here, I'm having a good time, and then I come back and I have like all these bills on top of a loan that's accruing interest. So a lot of times, a lot of people need to be humble with themselves. Girl, look at that. It just needed my presence. Okay. It's about being responsible. A trip can wait. Some expensive shoes can wait.
Right. I feel like what happens is some people, sit down, write down what your expenses are and what you got going out, what you got coming in. And I think just some people just don't do that. They just feel like, you know what, I get paid on such and such a date, then I can do it. I get paid on such and such a date, and I can do it. And then you sort of turn around, and then it's like you got one thing after another, after another, after another, trying to
What is going on with the internet? Because this one, it's on your Wi-Fi. Which I need your Wi-Fi because mine is just spinning right now.
Yeah, I'm not. No, you're not connected to.
I'm not connected to the Wi-Fi now. No. But anyway,
I sit down and try to figure out what you got going out versus what you got coming in, and you make necessary adjustments. Like I don't have cable.
I don't either.
I have internet. I can watch most of the stuff, and I still do Fire Stick or whatever.
I think it's about minimizing unnecessary expenses. To me, because I'm not a big TV watcher, cable is not necessary. I went without cable for a very long time, and I still don't have cable now. When I got cable, it wasn't for me, and I wasn't paying the bill. But I'm good with having a Fire Stick. Yes, they have rules about it, but who knows and who gonna say something. I had
somebody else who lose somebody else.
Okay, so I have some really good clients, right? They come in, I treat them nice, they sit down. I have a TV right there. So I've always had Netflix and I've always shared my Netflix, but it got to a point where Netflix was getting expensive and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna pay $13 for Netflix when I used to pay $6 for Netflix,
Baby, let me tell you one thing I would do. Y'all can call me cheap if you want to. I would wait to binge watch like all my good shows, if they came out around a certain time. What I would do is I would wait till the season over with.
Yeah.
And then I would do my 7-day trial period.
Girl, my thing ended. I'm listening.
I would do my 7-day trial period. Binge watch for 7 days and then cancel it.
I didn't binge watch for that. Like I always had Netflix. Like I said, when I canceled, I had some clients that was like, okay, you can use this. I had a cousin that said like 3 different TVs in my house got 3 different Netflix accounts on it.
Well, I mean, not even that, but look, I think T-Mobile offers Netflix.
Well, I get Netflix from T-Mobile, but
for free.
It is for free with my plan, but I still got somebody else Netflix on 2 other TVs.
Oh, baby, I just found out last night I had HBO Max.
I used to have HBO Max when I was with AT&T, but I switched to T-Mobile and got Netflix.
Look,
I do have somebody's. I think I got my Hunger Apollo Hulu in the living room. I think I have somebody's. I don't know. I have a lot of different stuff. I'm not even gonna worry about that broadcast. I have it on YouTube. For you guys on Facebook, if we have any more technical difficulties, do not worry about it because our show is being recorded right now on YouTube, and we will share the link later.
Yeah. So financing, trying to figure that out. You guys, I have a video that I haven't posted yet that I did earlier today about the life insurance, and I bring this up. But the reason why I did the video is because I sat down with one of my clients today, and she had a 15-year-old nephew that just passed away from went to cardiac arrest.
Playing football or something?
Mm-mm. No signs, no nothing. Like he wasn't having any heart issues, no pains or anything. He just, they were sitting there, just, overweight. Oh no, no, completely healthy, and just random, like out of nowhere. They were sitting there, and he was in a room playing the video games, and his little brother said that, he kind of just, went into like this little bit and he passed away.
That is so tragic.
But when we was talking, when I first set her up for the life insurance, this lady has no kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she has life insurance on 4 of her nieces and nephews. Mom works, makes decent money, completely willing and able, but the mom didn't have any life insurance on the kids.
Mm. So do the mom feel some kind of way about the auntie having the insurance on the children?
I don't know. I didn't really ask, but this is what got me. willing and able. He
Mhm.
make enough money to take care of this type of stuff. But 4 things that I get from people when I talk about life insurance. The first one is I got it through my job. Either I got it through my job or my mom or my grandma have life insurance on me. Oh, I'm not gonna die no time soon. Or it costs too much.
I'm sure that the boy didn't think he was, or his mom didn't think he was gonna pass at 15.
A lot of people don't, but I have one of my godbabies passed away at 4. You know, some of these babies don't live till they 1. And we got grown people out here that time is limited because you have access and ability to go out into this free world and do whatever. And these people act like they don't need to have it. But we can go out, we go out to eat, we spend $50 because we went out to eat today. We going out, especially over the week. Oh, let it be the weekend.
I know I spent a lot of
Friday,
money
Saturday, Sunday. You done already spent $150, $200 over the weekend on just.
Now, if you talking to a man, he gonna spend that insurance money on some shoes, because men's shoes nowadays is like $200 or $300. If they get Jordans, it's more than that. If they like retro or whatever, so it's like a lot of times people don't get insurance because they're selfish and they're not thinking about themselves because they feel like, well, I'm dead, but you're leaving that burden on your family, you know. And it's funny that you mentioned that about, like, you know, a person willing and able and having money. Not to keep bringing this man up, but I know we talked about it last week. They was talking about Kevin Samuels, but it's like I heard that they had to get like a GoFundMe or something like that to take care of his final arrangements. And if you're managing your money right and you're being responsible, a responsible person will have insurance. Being in your budget means you're taking care of what you need to take care of financially, and you're being responsible for it. So like they said, you have money to go out to eat. You have money to go to the club. You have money to buy shoes. Take care of your responsibilities first, meaning pay your bills, pay your house note, pay your rent, pay your utilities. All your expenses should be paid before you think about making a trip, before you think about going out to eat. If you don't have money to go out to eat, you need to eat a sandwich.
Yeah, I just think, you know, with a lot of these times, like, for one, your job should never be your primary insurance.
Mm-hmm.
That's secondary insurance. Understand that at the end of the day, if this company go bankrupt, if you went to that office that day and them doors are locked and you don't have nothing, you literally have nothing.
Yeah.
You know,
I have a secondary insurance.
Yeah, that's secondary. It should never be a primary.
Mm-hmm.
And think, I have
burial insurance too. People don't think about burial insurance.
Burial insurance and life insurance. I mean, you use your life insurance for burial or anything else. But I think, like, I have 2 little ones.
Mm-hmm.
At any particular time, if anything happens to me, I gotta know that somebody has to take care of my kids, right?
Mm-hmm. And you don't want to feel like your kids are a burden on them because you didn't leave them nothing behind.
So you have to make sure you do some, at least have them covered for a year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to realize that some of these people might have to move.
Mm-hmm.
They might have to, you know, buy clothes for your kids. They have to go through a whole lot of stuff. And some people just don't. You don't know how many times I've heard people say, after I die, it ain't my problem.
That's selfish. That's very selfish. I've never been a person that think like that because I've been a mother for a very long time. And one of my biggest fears, and I used to pray about this all the time, I never wanted to die before my son was old enough to take care of himself, because I didn't want anybody to feel like they had to take care of my responsibility or take care of my child. Like, I never wanted to leave this earth and my son wasn't able to provide for himself. Mm-hmm. Because I don't want somebody to feel like their life has been altered, or they feel like they got to mistreat my child because they mad that they have to take care of him and he's not their responsibility. So I've always had insurance, because if I leave this, and that's another thing about the culture, a lot of times you don't hear about family members educating their children about life insurance. You know, in other cultures, they get these $1 million policies, and when they die, their kids are set for life. We don't set our children up like that.
We can't set them up for a month. We can't set them up, you know. As a matter of fact, I ain't gonna say set up. A lot of times we put them in debt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you out here now, you got to get loans to pay for somebody else's funeral. You know, like, we really putting, you know, friends, families. We really put other people in debt trying to help.
But I'm not understanding because, like, I know I have a policy on my son. I don't even think it's $15 a month.
And see, and that's another thing. Like people, my grandma had it, my mama had it. Man, them policies probably like $6,000, probably not gonna cover nothing. And now
$6,000 not gonna cover
now
nothing.
you grown, you got kids and everything, and you still stuck on what your mama have because you too lazy to put something in place for yourself. Like I just don't understand. But yet
they got a nice mama because my mama has already told me, and y'all be thinking that she's this little sweet little woman. My mama be talking major noise. My mama be telling me all the time. Especially when I first got my tattoo, when she first found out I had a tattoo. I ain't selling my house to bury nobody. Dig a hole in the backyard and throw you in it.
And believe me, if they could, they would, because I done heard that so many times.
My mama say she not finna sell nothing because she swore up and down. You get a tattoo and you get AIDS and you die. I'm gonna tell them cut that tattoo off and put it on your forehead so everybody know why you dead. I kid you not, my mama, that mouth of hers, she used to say some crazy stuff. And it's crazy that she said it, and I remember that because I always, in my mind, like, I didn't want to have to worry about getting buried in her backyard. And she was saying this to me as a teenager. I might have been 17 years old. And that's something to think about. When I get a job, I want to get some insurance because I don't want to be buried in my mama's backyard.
I really don't know. Like, it's hard, you know what I'm saying? Like even when your own family, you talk to your own family, you tell them about this stuff, and not even I don't think y'all. It's just the fact of miseducation because people don't know that you can use your you can set up life insurance, set it up for you to retire. You know they have so many different
I've heard about that
ways and annuities and UILs and so many different things out here that could set you up, especially people that have their own business.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, that's the best thing since sliced bread to do is make sure your family's taken care of. And I keep saying, y'all leave a legacy. Find a way to leave a legacy. I'm gonna tell you now, I rent my house. If I die today, my beneficiary will be able to either pay cash for a house or put a great down payment on one.
Mm-hmm.
And I do that because if anything happened to me while my kids are at a young age, the least I can do is make sure where they live or where they lay their head is a decent place.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't need.
So one thing that I know about one thing I'm gonna mention that can help people as they get older with making sure that they stand within their means. We don't talk about credit. You know, growing up, my mom advice was you don't need to get no credit card. If you can't afford to buy something with cash, you don't need it. That's not true. I'm here to tell you that is not true. If you can get a credit card and you're going to be responsible and you're going to make your payments, you should do that. That way you can build your credit because sometimes you might not have the cash. So the credit card could be your backup plan. It could be a security plan. Like you might not never have to use it. As long as you don't use it, you don't have to pay nothing on it. But when you get a credit card, go make a small purchase and make some payments on it before the due date.
I'm going to tell you a small purchase that ain't small no more. Go ahead and keep putting gas in them.
Yeah.
Use it for gas. That ain't gonna be.
Yeah, you can get a gas card or get a credit card and make gas.
Loan yourself money to put gas in the car. Because boy, I tell you, these gas prices right now is amazing.
I have a credit card that I have set up for my car insurance to come out for auto pay. So it comes out every month on auto pay, but I always pay the balance before the due date.
That's how I do.
And I don't know if that's really helping my credit, but I have gotten feedback from people when it comes to like I know somebody that used to have like a really, really high credit score. And he was educating me on it because he said that he spoke with another guy who was telling him, and that person was not a black person. And they gave him to this dude credit score was almost a 900 credit score. And basically, like, let's say you go to like Conn's or Fry's or somewhere, like let's use Conn's as an example. Okay, so I do photography. Let's say I want to go get me a camera. The camera might cost $1,000. You know that you could pay off $1,000 if however soon you want to pay it off, but they're going to give you, you know, like a year to make these payments on this $1,000 camera with no interest for 1 year. It's not going to take you a year to pay it off, but the way that they break the payments down, they might say, okay, well, you pay $20 a month on this $1,000 camera. until you pay it off, and they're gonna spread it out for like 3 years, you know. But as long as you pay it off within 12 months, it's no interest. So it's only $1,000. But if you let the interest hit, it's probably gonna be $2,000, right? So your payments are due on the 5th of every month of $20. So what I'm gonna suggest for you to do, $20 ain't nothing for you to pay, right?
Right.
Go on and pay $40, double it up. And instead of paying on the 5th, pay it on the 3rd. And before your 12 years, go on and pay it off. Your credit score gonna go up just like that.
So what you definitely want to make sure you do is on those, at least pay 6 months on an account, something like that. Another option that you can do is if you have something that shows that you can pay on it for 12 months, let's say 12 months or whatever the case may be, and you know you absolutely don't need 12 months, what you do is you drop half of it on there. That means your payments are nothing. And then you just let the rest, set it up on auto pay, let the rest coast through it. There's so many ways, to get around the situation that, it's ridiculous. It's just a matter of taking the time to see what you got going on.
Yeah. And to the young people that's watching, if we have any young people that's watching, y'all are so eager to move out and be grown. Being grown is a big responsibility. So my advice to you, so that you can stay within your means and stay within a budget, your parents are not going to throw you out if you're a good kid. If you're cleaning up behind yourself, doing what you're supposed to do, not talking back, not giving them attitude, you going to school, you doing whatever you're supposed to do. Let's just say you're in school, but I can't stand staying with my mom and my daddy. I want to move out. You finna move out. So before you move out, while you using your money to go get your nails done, to go get your little $100 extensions on your lashes, buying these $500 wigs, or buying these expensive bags, because these city girls got y'all thinking that these name brand bags and these expensive bags, all of that is life. That's not life. That's irresponsible. They don't live like that. That's just for showbiz. You know what I'm saying? So if you know that you want to move out, make a plan. You know that you want to live in a nice place. You might want to get a nice apartment, a condo, or even a house. While you're at your parents' house and you're working and your parents are not charging you rent, even if they tell you to pay a bill, let's say you're out of school and you're in college or whatever, you might not even go to school, you're just working. Nowhere you can live is going to be free. So what if your parents charging you? They're not charging you what you're going to be paying when you go get your own place. So while you're in your parents' place, get your lazy behind up and go to work. Work and stack your paper. While you're in your parents' house, buy everything that you feel like you need or that you want before you move out. Because when you move out, now you have bills. So it's going to be harder for you to go get the car that you want, to go get the rims that you want, to go get these Birkin bags or whatever y'all are into these days. So if you need furniture for your apartment, go and buy your furniture. Make payments on it if you have to.
Have layaway.
Get all the dishes. And men, y'all don't think about this. Before you get your apartment, before you move out, buy you some towels, buy you some bed sheets, buy you some pots, pans, dishes, forks, and spoons. These are things, if you take care of everything you need before you move into your apartment, that's one less thing that you have to pay for. Now, I know, I had somebody tell me, they was like, a lot of people don't break up because of financial reasons, because of debt. You might have a couple. I thought this was a brilliant idea when I heard about it. As a matter of fact, when I get married again, this is what I'm going to do. You got one person. We're going to make sure that the credit is straight. You buy all the stuff and get it on your credit or whatever. This person going to be paying the bills, but you're going to be paying the credit. So, yes, we're going to have everything we need, but we're not going to go broke because one person paying the bills, one person paying the credit card. You can pay a minimum payment on a credit card or you can pay the most, but still you can accumulate things in time because you're buying it, not all at once, but you're able to make payments on it. So don't go out and go buy a big 80-inch TV that costs you $1,000. How much do TVs cost?
Girl, they too much.
Okay.
About $4,000 or $5,000.
Okay, so if you know that you're within a budget, you don't make a lot of money, but you want some nice things, wait till Black Friday. You don't have to go get something as soon as it come out. Don't buy something and then the next week you trying to worry about how you're gonna pay your light bill. Also, figure out what you can minimize. Gas is almost $5 a gallon now. If you don't have to go somewhere, don't go. If you can carpool with somebody and then y'all can pay put in on the gas, that can help you. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to suggest Uber or Lyft because by the time you pay from getting from the north side to the south side, you could have filled your car up twice because they're going to charge about $60 to travel like that. You know, a lot of people don't think about these things. Well, I was going to say one, but I'm like, no, we're on live and on. You know, I'm like, when it come down to grocery shopping, y'all know about the ghetto credit. Get the ghetto credit. You know, find out what stores have coupons. Find out what stores are. My mom likes Food Town. I personally think Food Town is expensive. I'm an HEB shopper, and yes, HEB is cheaper than Food Town.
Do you really think that?
I believe that. Yes, and Food Town, like my old man, like Joe V's. Joe V's is okay, but Joe V's doesn't have everything that the grocery store have.
It don't.
You know, like I do like the fact that they have these meat packs. You can get a big old box of meat for $20, but you can't go down the aisle and find like some Kraft macaroni and cheese. It's not going to have everything, but you could figure out like, is it cheaper to go to the meat market, or is it cheaper for me to go to Joe V's? Is it cheaper for me to go to, you know, HEB? I think that you should research things and find out like how much something costs before you go in there, or before you try to figure out what's the best option.
So I used to be this huge couponer. Okay, like when the 7-year-old, before she was born, I didn't work. I think like I had just got laid off from Chase.
Mm-hmm.
So I did this. I went through this whole extreme couponing phase.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't buy diapers for 2 years.
Okay.
That means all of her diapers covered, plus the one that came behind her. Didn't buy a diaper for 2 years because.
And diapers, kids go through diapers. Oh my God.
I couponed it up. When I'm talking about diapers, wipes, like when you went in her room.
Do you still know how to coupon?
I do. I still know how to do it. I just don't do it. But like you would go in my room, even like if you go in my bathroom now, I have like rolls of lotion and shampoo.
So you was an extreme couponer, like the show.
Yeah. I mean, like I had stuff, soaps, and I did that because I knew how to work the system. You need to teach me how to work the system because I used to be friends with this girl and I commend her on this. She was the best couponer that I knew. And one of our other friends used to call her house the bomb shelter because you would go to her house in her pantry. She could go over there and she's going to have a good snack for you. She had kids, so, she used to get all the snacks. And she had it set up just like a grocery store. When you go in her garage, she had it set up so neat. She had like all these paper towels, all the laundry detergent, all the fabric softener, paper towels, toilet paper, everything. And it was just like, okay, if we have a storm and they shut down everything, you can go over her house because she's going to have everything. And I don't know, like I just wasn't interested in learning how to do it, but I wanted to save the money. But I would just be like, okay, well, when you get it, just tell me how much you would charge me for it, and I'm gonna buy what you have. And we're not friends anymore, but hopefully I can find another friend that's a couponer. So if you're watching Kroger, and you are, yes, she's gonna Kroger a lot. Kroger is a great place to coupon, even Walgreens. Yeah, like, people don't understand. Like, get your paper, get your coupons, and they have so much stuff like. And Kroger, be a rewards member to get those discounts too. Kroger is like the best place because when they have their 5 for 5 or 10 for 10, and you have coupons for those items, it's almost free. Yeah, it's definitely. That's how I stocked up on all my laundry detergent. That'd be it. I want to stock up on some laundry detergent because I go to the store and I get like the really big one and it be heavy, but I just don't like going to the store to get stuff like that. Why is laundry girl? I went to the store and it was $27. How big was it? What kind of laundry? Because I just got some Gain and it wasn't $20, and I got like the big heavy one. Girl, I went to Walmart and they had. I was like, I think it was Tide though, but it was like one of the big. It was $27, and I'm like, you need to switch to Gain. But prices are going up. Like, oh my God, gas. First of all, I do not like stopping to put gas in my car, but when I'm passing by the gas station, I'm seeing $4.16. You have a Kroger by you? I do. Do you go? I got a Kroger card. Mm-hmm. Do you use your gas? No, because I use the T-Mobile discount with Shell. But you can use your Kroger with Shell too. I know, but it's the same discount, I think.
And
How much
Kroger's,
is the discount?
I looked at Kroger's over here. Kroger's gas was like, it wasn't even 16. It was like 4.20 something. Kroger's high.
Okay, so I go to Kroger on a regular basis. I get my gas from Kroger on a regular basis. But like if I go to the grocery store a couple of times, sometimes they do that 2
Discount.
times or 4 times a few points.
Yeah.
So I go to Kroger and get like 20 cents, 40 cents off a gallon.
Oh, I haven't got no 20 or 40 cents off a gallon, but
You be stuck on that 3 cents off.
stuff like that.
10.
But I haven't gone to Kroger's in a long time because I usually go and get the Shell discount. But Shell is only giving me like 5 cents. But when I used to use Mitch discount, I used to get like 10 cents or 15 cents off.
With T-Mobile?
I don't know what I'm not doing something right on T-Mobile because how I don't get 15 cents off.
Yeah, I do Kroger because like I said, with Kroger, I 20, 30, 40 cents off a gallon. And I use premium, so I definitely need to have that.
And see, that's another thing. Like I've been thinking about getting a new car, which I decided I'm gonna just get my car painted, get my brakes changed, and get a good detail. So if there's anybody watching that do details, let me know because I'm looking for a very good detail, preferably like a detailer that will come to the house and detail the car for me. I know they have mobile detailers. I have to fix my fro, sorry. But my mom was so shady. But I want to get somebody to detail my car. And I was thinking about buying a new car, but I've made the decision that if and when I do buy a new car, it's gonna have to take unleaded. Because what y'all paying for gas?
It's like a 20 to 30 cents difference at this point.
It's too much still. That's too much.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. So before we wrap it up, we got like 9 more minutes. 9 more minutes left. Missy Devon, how do you manage your budget, your bills? How did you come up with your budget? And what advice can you give to everyone else about staying within their means, staying within their budget, or even creating a budget?
How do like I said, I know what I know what my bills are. Typically I only have 4 bills a month.
Mm-hmm.
5. I have my insurance, my car insurance, my life insurance, the house payment, the water, and the lights.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I know how those usually roll. So, anything outside of that, I try to get everything paid at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
like at the beginning of the month or at the end of the month. And then all I do is stack paper from that point to the next month, and I'm stacking paper.
Mm-hmm.
Anything inside of that, I can spend, but I have to make it. Like I said, I have to make it back up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not hard, and it's not hard for me to do it. Besides the fact that, I make decent money, so I don't really. It's not a big. Nothing's really that big.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, for me, but it's just a matter of making sure that you paying attention to, what's your budget. Now, all of these little things, like I don't do all of these apps on my TV.
Yeah, that stuff adds up, and I think people don't pay attention. And like I had to tell my old man, he had like YouTube TV, Hulu, Paramount, Stars. I want to say he had, I don't know, he just had a whole. I'm like, first of all, you could get cable with all of that, and he was like, no, cable costs. I'm like, but by the time you add up all of these, that's cable.
But my thing is, cable is a little bit more because when I was talking about adding cable, it was like a $70 added to what I do right now. But it definitely wasn't worth it. But another thing is I don't like people use Apple Play, Apple Play, right? Apple Play.
Oh, they come with
music.
Your phone.
Yeah, the music. I'm not paying
$5
a month for that.
I had that. It's more than $5, I think.
Well, see, I'm not paying for it. Just like
But
Pandora,
I
use free Pandora. I don't care. Guess what? When you watching TV, sometimes you're gonna get commercials. It's the same thing on your radio. If you listen to the radio, I don't care about commercials. That's not a big thing for me. I'm not supposed to pay you for no goddamn to eliminate commercials. I
hate commercials. Now I do have Apple Music. That's what
I meant. Apple Music.
I love my Apple Music because I can add as many songs I want. I can listen to whatever I want to listen to as often as I want to. Your thing, Father. But Pandora, I I don't like Pandora. I listen to Pandora, but I don't like the commercials. That's the one reason why I love my Apple Music, is because there's no commercials and I can create my own playlist and I can listen to whatever I want. And I think I might be paying like $10 for it, but it's so worth it because I listen to it all the time. You know, like me, I get into my vibes, into my chill mode, and I have my music playing. I don't need no interruptions, you know, and then I get to where I want to be doing like my little Snapchat videos. You cannot Snapchat and do Pandora at the same time, but on Apple Music, you can have your Apple Music playing and do your videos on Snapchat at the same time. Let's see if they're gonna cut your head off because you're taller than me. There you go. You got to lean back.
Yeah.
Lean back.
Yeah, I don't care about a lot of that stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, what I do is I do them in the house. Y'all know. I'm TikToking at the crib.
Yeah, I need to do me some more TikToks. I need to get back on it.
It's TikTok time.
Mm-hmm.
I got some brewing.
Yeah, I got some. I like the transition videos. Mitch used to do like the little goofy videos with me, but he all like busy with his own self now. I feel neglected. I hope you're watching. I feel sad and neglected because we don't do TikToks anymore. But as for me, my advice. Well, I'm not gonna say my advice. I'm gonna just tell you what's been working for me. I don't have a car note now, but when I did have a car note, and I was paying like all my bills with no extra help. So you get paid like I was getting paid bi-weekly. So with one of my paychecks, that would just go straight to my mortgage. Then the second paycheck, that would be my car note and all my bills, because my car note is cheaper than my house note. So like I would just use one check and I would pay my house note, and you still have some money left over. And then I'm still, you know, like hustling on the side or whatever. So that extra money in that paycheck, I didn't mess with. I let it roll over. But then the next paycheck is extra because all I have is the car note, the insurance, and all my utilities on there. And lately, the utilities have been really good. Like for some reason, my light bill has been like really, really cheap. And I run the air conditioning like on 73. But downstairs it's like freezing cold, and upstairs we got ceiling fans. So my light bill has been really cheap. So now I'm just kind of blessed because I don't have a car note. But with that extra, well, I'm not gonna say an extra check, but with the second check, it's like you feel, you know, of course you fill your car up all the time, but like now I work from home, so like I don't really have to drive as often. So what I do, I just try to minimize certain things on the check that I pay my mortgage on. Sometimes, you know, I might not pay it on the 1st. I'll pay it before it's late, which is the 15th. So that would be like kind of extra money that I would look at. Either it's extra money or I'm just putting it away because I already know I've got something else planned. So I minimize my bills. Like you said, I don't have all those extra subscriptions. I do have my Apple Music. Don't judge me. As for shopping, I'm not a label person. I'm not a label whore. I don't have to have name brand clothes. I am totally happy with Fashion Nova. And Fashion Nova will harass you with their discounts. They will tell you, you know, we're running a special 50% off, 70% off, 80% off. So a lot of times when I'm doing my shopping, I'm like just really scrolling online and looking to see what they have on Fashion Nova. And I buy things when they're on sale. Now, I don't go to the mall because when you go to the mall, you tempted to buy stuff. You know, I don't go to the mall unless it's something that I specifically need. But I wish that I could coupon. I don't coupon. But I always pay my bills before they're due, because why pay your bills late and then you have that extra fee? You know, if I pay my mortgage late, that's an extra $25. Extra $25, I can go get a refill. Well, refill costs more than $25 now, but you get the point that I'm trying to make. A lot of times when I go out during happy hour, or I go out during brunch. That's cheaper than dinner. Or sometimes, you know, I might go to the Mexican restaurants. Mexican restaurants, the food is amazing. It's fattening, but it's cheap. It's a Mexican restaurant right by my house that I go to. I can give me a margarita and I can give me a big old plate of food and not even spend $15. And it comes with a free shot.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
there's ways to get it done, y'all. It's just a matter of, you know, people do what they want to do. You do what you want to do. You know, if you want to do better, you will do better.
But it's a lot of ways to get around it. Just like with hair, you get your hair braided. That saves you like 2-3 months of spending to get your hair done every 2 weeks. So you're cutting down. There's a lot of YouTube videos that's teaching you how to do your hair. You can save money by doing your hair. If you have, natural hair, there's a lot of different styles. You can go on YouTube to learn to save you money. Or you can get locks. Come on over to your girl Jamila. I can get you some locks, and you only got to come to me once a month. That's saving you money.
You see what I just did to my hair?
Yes, you told me last week you permed. She relaxed all that beautiful, natural, curly hair, y'all. The struggle be real when it comes to that natural hair, though.
It is. I've been, 7 years.
So what made, let's get into that right quick. Right now, we're going through this epic time where everybody's embracing their natural beauty, their natural hair. What made you go back to the creamy crack?
Did y'all see how big my hair was?
It was beautiful.
But okay, not even that it's really hard to get up and go with being natural.
Well, that's because your hair is so long.
My thing is, I can't get up and move like I need to. Like I have to get up, I have to wet, condition, put product in my hair, comb it out, blow dry it so it can stay in one spot. It's a lot of stuff I have to do. And not even that when you have to do that on a regular basis. Like I had a patch right here that was super, super, super frizzy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like
a different texture.
Yes, and it's like it was really nothing. Like every product that I tried, nothing. Like it was literally rejecting every single thing that I was putting on my hair, and even my own products. It was just like it'll take the moisture to be cute. If I flat ironed it, it was cute, but you know how that flat iron thing goes.
But see, your hair, you was flat ironing your hair, and your hair, when you went natural, it would go back curly. The last time I flat ironed my hair, and then I tried to wet it, it was straight, like I had a relax on it. How could you flat iron your hair and it stayed curly after you?
Well, I don't know if y'all noticed that my curl pattern had changed because I
was more wavy.
Too much. Yeah, it had turned into a wave. But like I said, I try not to flat iron it so much, so I just kept my hair wrapped. If I had it straight, I would wrap it more and make sure that I make sure I moisturize my scalp, wrap it, and that way I don't put too much heat on it. But especially because I colored my hair too, which also took some of the curl pattern out. Mm-hmm. But for whatever reason, no matter what I did, this one little spot, it was just super, super, super frizzy. And I couldn't do nothing with it, and I just got tired. Like I can go look in the mirror, and it's like my hair be cute, and this one spot be puffed up.
Yeah.
And I just really got tired, and I was like, at the end of the day, want to get up and go. Putting it in a ponytail was a struggle, like
because you got to do all that brushing to lay it down.
Not even that. Y'all remember Coming to America?
The product.
So when you start putting out that product in your hand, then you lay on something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, yeah.
Don't be coming over my house with your hair wet, sitting on my couch, because I don't have a leather couch like Missy Nate Devine. I got like a gray cloth couch. So make sure your hair is fully dry before you sit on my stuff.
Yeah,
I'm gonna send you a bill.
It was a struggle. So yeah, I gave in. I've been debating for like 6 months, and finally I just said, you know what?
Are you happy with your decision?
Yeah.
It saves you a lot of time.
It does.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We hope that you enjoyed our show. If you have any topics that you would like to discuss, make sure you hit us up. You can hit us up on our inbox within the group Cocktails and Conversations with Jamila, Ine Devine, and Miles. Missy, do you have any closing comments?
If y'all have anything else, any questions about finances or anything else, or again, if y'all have any questions about life insurance or any ways to invest, annuities and things of that nature, feel free to give me a call. Look, $20. Understand that something is always better than nothing. $20 for these kids is a lot.
Yeah.
And when you get our age, I mean, my kids know I'm to be cremated, so it's not that much. But believe me, I have more than enough insurance to do a lot more than just that. Look out for your family. Man, we have to get these Black people out of this. This is a way to get our families up out of poverty.
Yeah.
Like get them out of there.
Yeah. That is some very good advice. Like I said earlier, you have other cultures that get these $1 million policies and they leave their kids set. Yes, it's hard. You lost your parents, but guess what? It's relief knowing that your child is not left in a financial burden. Mm-hmm. They might be heartbroken because you're not there, but at least they're able to take care of themselves, or somebody is able to take care of them because of the funds that you left them with. So that's very important. So for those of you who do not have any life insurance, Missy Nate Devon, she said hit her up. You can go on her inbox. If you guys are listening on YouTube, she is on Facebook under
Ine Divine.
Go ahead and follow in her inbox only for the insurance and business purposes, so that you can make sure that your family is taken care of in the event that you leave before they do. We don't want to hear about nobody getting no fish plate sold or a GoFundMe. When I die, my people already know what the deal is. You know, I have my life insurance in place. Don't really want to leave no burdens or no responsibilities on anybody else, because it's already a tragic situation when you lose somebody.
It is.
All right. So you guys know you can catch us every Wednesday around 8 o'clock, Cocktails and Conversations. Let us know, what you think. Give us your feedback. Give us some things that you would like to discuss. Like we said, we are not licensed therapists. We're just two women. And, most of the time we have a little young man on here, Miles, joining us. And we just want to help you guys, give you some advice, just share with you what we've been through, in hopes that it could make things in your life a little bit better.
Absolutely.
Cocktails and Conversations. Catch you guys next week.
See you later. It's just like,
Okay, how do we end on
Instagram.
Instagram?
That fell off of that. Why is it download?
Girl, probably because the internet was tripping.